me. You know, I'm not just all about the social media bling bling, all these marathons and mountains. There's a human being behind all these successes.
Look, listen, to both of you and to me and to everybody, the answer to all, if we're going on personal relationships, and if we're ragging on insecure boys, which is the dominant percentage of boys, and by the way, the dominant percentage of girls, it takes two to tango, right? So the reality is, to your point, you've probably stumbled across a ton of insecure guys who can't handle an alpha woman, but as you know, and I know hundreds of them, let alone tens of them, I know intimately hundreds of alpha women who have found many men who are able to handle that. So what I would say is a couple things. One, of course, there's a staggering amount of people that are insecure and can't deal with an alpha woman. By the way, there's a lot of women that can't handle alpha guys, even though it's more common, and we see that. We all look at that. However, you also have to be thoughtful about if you're at a place now. Listen, you come across from me from afar, and even the way you're even talking right now, the biggest question you have to figure out is how happy or unhappy are you about it? One of the things that I think is going to become a very fascinating conversation over the next century is, does one need to become married, right? Like my biggest question for you is, how happy are you right now? That's the question.
Am I supposed to answer that right away?
Yes, you are.
I'm very, very proud of my achievements, but then they do not tick the Arab society's boxes, and that's why sometimes I feel unhappy. Like, you know, I always say, when I share a picture of me finishing a marathon or climbing a mountain in our WhatsApp group to my mom, sometimes I don't receive a response. They don't even say well done. They don't even get it.
Listen, let me phrase.
My brother's kid.
No, you're right. Listen, let me phrase. I don't get it because I'm not a Middle Eastern woman, but I get it. Of course you do, because you guys can connect on that.
Thank you.
But you'll appreciate this, and I think this is something we all have to do. None of us get the other person if you don't go through that experience, but that goes for everybody. The reason I get it, I'm going to say it again. This is a very micro thing. Noor, listen to me. I am 43 years old.
Yeah.
In 1985, 1989, 1992, when you got D's and F's, the entire world said you were a fucking loser.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single person. Kids don't grow up with that now. Now there's entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So like my whole life has been misunderstood. Do you ladies know that almost everybody in the advertising world, the business I'm in, thinks I'm a charlatan and completely full of shit? Like everybody has pushback. When I'm called a charlatan or a snake oil salesman, have to be thoughtful of, do they have any point? I process it, and then I move on. And I think what you need to think about is, listen, nobody will ever convince me that there's not one. You could tell me 98% of people see it that way, but you will never convince me, because I've seen it too many times. There's always one. What are you doing about it to put yourself in a position to find that one is the biggest thing that you can focus on. Really. Yeah. You can't focus on other people. Okay. Nobody else. I have no interest in convincing or forcing anyone else to be anything. I focus on myself, and then I say yes or no based on me. And that's what you need to do in this scenario.
Yeah, and don't let the pressure make you make wrong decisions, you know?
For sure.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, look,
you know. I just find it very hard to stay on track with all these people telling you negative shit.
Fuck them.
I'm getting
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I'm a human being at the end.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Yes.
Fuck them. Like. And by the way, if anybody's listening and they're struggling with that, that's on you. It's fuck them, comma, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Like, living your life based on other people's opinions is the quickest way to live an unhappy life.
Yes.
And when you have audiences like the three of us do, you can't take the good without the bad. You love the positive reinforcement. You love the comments that say you're the greatest and you changed their life. You then have to accept that people are going to say you're a piece of shit. That's the cost of the fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it. Listen, like all of us are being judged, and in different times and different spaces. I'm very similar genetically to my great grandfather, right? He just happened to be born in Soviet Russia as a Jewish man, which meant he was ridiculed and beat up and put in jail for 11 years. Yeah. I was born in America, where I didn't have to deal with that. So obviously I have a different scenario, and obviously we're different, I'm sure. No two are the same. But we can only deal with our realities. There's no changing our realities. What you need to focus on is none of the outside and only on the inside. Put yourself in a position to find what you're looking for instead of dwelling on what the outside is not giving you.
100%.
100.
Thank you, Gary.
You understand? Because
Love it.
every second you think, oh, my culture doesn't get it. Oh, these guys don't get it. Oh, that boy I like doesn't get it. Every second you're spending on that, you're not spending on getting what you want.
You're wasting your time. And if you think he doesn't get it, then that's it. He's gone. Don't waste your time on him. You know what I find? Something like we waste a lot of time thinking that it's gonna work, and it's not gonna work. When they tell you, or like they show signs that it's not gonna work, that's
Get
it.
the fuck out.
X, and then next you move on with your life, and that's how you don't waste your time, Manal.
It's having conviction without being delusional.
Yeah.
Stick to your guns, but make sure you're listening to the feedback. I always think I'm right until enough people tell me I'm wrong. Not a couple.
Yeah, but what's
you-
enough? Like, how much is enough, though? Like, how do you quantify that?
Enough is when
Quantify.
a bunch of people that don't have any vested interest have a thought, and I respect their thought. Like, the reality is, for me, enough is like almost everybody. Like thousands, because otherwise I'm going to stick to my guns. I think the bigger question, though, that's to me more of a business answer. In relationship answers, it's one. Every time I sensed my whole life that somebody wasn't interested in me, I didn't spend any time on it.
Yes.
I'll be very honest with you. I never chased a single girl because I was like excited, and I mean this because I was
Also because you're Gary Vee.
no, but everybody sees the end. Nobody saw the process.
Yeah.
Nobody in my high school or college thought I was going to be Gary Vee. I thought I was going to be, and that's the point.
Yes.
That's the fucking point.
Yes.
You know how much happiness I have that every girl that ever knew that I had some interest that didn't have interest now has to deal with the ramifications? It's a delicious taste. All right, I got to get out of here. Thanks for the call. Noor, I adore you. You get to ask the question of the day. What question do you have for the audience?
For the audience?
Yes.
Oh my God. What's stopping you from following your dream? Like
Great
the
question.
dream that you
Yes.
really want to do. What's stopping you?
And I never jump in on question of the day, as my team knows, but you just asked such a great question, and it was such a great podcast, show, episode. Tell the truth. Even if you have to create a fake account so your parents or sibling
Yes.
or spouse or children don't see it, create a fake account, a burner, and tell the truth. Actually saying the truth out loud impacts humans tremendously.
Yeah.
Noor, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Such a
so
pleasure. You were
much.
amazing. You keep asking questions. We'll keep answering them.
Bye.
The incredible Noor stops by on today's episode. Awesome.
Oh my God, that was amazing.